Hey, Cray Cray KK. Maybe he wasn't confused. Maybe he was just grieving. Hey everyone, welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. I am a 25-year veteran of this comic book industry, such as it is. I am the illustrator and creator of Cyberfrog. Cyberfrog Blood Honey is now in its last 9 hours. I'm looking at the clock here. 9 hours left of funding for Cyberfrog Blood Honey. So you've still got a little time to pick up a copy of Cyberfrog if you would like to. The link is below in the description. I'm the illustrator of Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life and a great big Star Wars fan. Garbage tier. It's a garbage tier. Garbage tier website. Sunday Express. It really is. They're the worst website ever, but this is fantastic. So Star Wars Episode 9, Todd Fisher speaks out about Kathleen Kennedy, calling him confused over Leia. So let's talk about what's going on right now. Some details have come out. Mark Hamill is going to be in Star Wars Episode 9. He is. Of course he is. We all knew he was going to. He signed a 3-picture agreement to be in these Star Wars movies, much to his chagrin, I am sure, at this point. Now, the question is, how is J.J. Abrams going to scrape together a movie? How is J.J. Abrams going to scrape together a movie? We've got Mark Hamill's Luke Skywalker is dead at the hands of Roundhead Rian Johnson. Han Solo is dead at J.J. Abrams' hands. Carrie Fisher is dead at the Lord's hands. So there is no Princess Leia. Now what? Well, it turns out that there's a tiny little bit of footage. It's in a little footage container that J.J. Abrams shot for Episode 7. This is the acorn that will grow the mighty oak, says J.J. Abrams. He's going to use this footage. He's going to repurpose this footage. He's going to utilize it to send Princess Leia off properly. So Carrie Fisher will be in Episode 9. Now, what is amazing about this is, and what tickles my funny bone a little bit, just a little bit, is that this is Episode 9, and this situation kind of reminds me of Plan 9 from Outer Space. Those of you who don't know what that is in reference to, there was a director named Edward D. Wood Jr. in the 1950s. He was a very ambitious fellow, kind of a party guy, but not very talented. Wanted to be a film director more than anything else. He was also a transvestite. And he met and befriended Bela Lugosi at the end of his career. Bela Lugosi was a heroin addict. He was an alcoholic. He could not get film roles anymore. And Ed Wood basically put him in 2 movies of his own that were terrible, widely considered to be among the worst films ever made. And just before Bela Lugosi died, Ed Wood filmed him running around in a cemetery in his Dracula costume, and then also filmed him coming out of his home and pulling some roses out of a rose bush and sniffling, smelling them and crying. He had about, 9 minutes worth of footage of Bela Lugosi, and he went around and he was able to get backing from some Baptist ministers to make Bela Lugosi's last film. He was just going to write a film around this footage. That was his ingenious scheme. How hilarious. Now we've got J.J. Abrams doing exactly the same thing with some scrapped and leftover footage of Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia. So somehow J.J. Abrams is going to, ingeniously take this footage of Princess Leia and work it into a narrative that didn't even exist. I mean, there's no plan to any of this. This is Episode 9. This is Star Wars Plan 9. From Outer Space. Now, Plan 9 from Outer Space came out in 1954, 1956, 57, somewhere around then. Widely considered to be the worst film of all time. The worst film of all time. Up until now, I'll bet. Up until next December. So here we go. Kathleen Kennedy already came out and said, hey, Princess Leia is not going to be in Episode 9. Of course not. She's not going to be in Episode 9 because we lost Carrie Fisher. Todd Fisher had said, Carrie is going to be in Episode 9. That's what I'd heard. Kathleen Kennedy called him confused. Let's read this article and let's find out what in the devil is going on. Look at Mark Hamill. I know he's a left-winger. I know he hates Trump, but I love Mark Hamill. I think he's a great guy. Fisher suggested last year that the late actress would be in the final movie in the saga. So Todd Fisher suggested that he would be in the final movie of the saga, courtesy of unused footage from The Force Awakens and or The Last Jedi. But Kathleen Kennedy, president of Lucasfilm, for now, said he was, quote, confused, adding that she had no idea why he said that. Well, turns out he was right. So maybe he knew more about the film than you did, president of Lucasfilm, Craig KK. There has been an about turn, however. On Friday, it was confirmed. That unused footage of Carrie Fisher will be in the saga finale after all. In your face, Craig KK. In your horse face. J.J. Abrams' director really made this happen. Todd told The Hollywood Reporter, "Good for you, Todd Fisher. Good for you, my friend." I guess that's Todd Fisher right there. This is, of course, the late, great, and beautiful Carrie Fisher. Can we get rid of this? Yeah, I appreciate that. I don't really want to see a clown in the same picture as Princess Leia unless it is Rian Johnson. And even then, quote, "If I was in any way an inspiration for the final decision to keep Leia a part of the story, that's great. I must say, at times, I felt like a voice crying in the wilderness." Poor Todd Fisher. Kennedy really abused him. Really was rude to him in his time of mourning. Kennedy has not commented on the U-turn. Why should she? Because she's making a U-turn of her own, right out of Lucasfilm and into the trebuchet that we are constructing. We are going to fire her to Mars and away from, normal people, so that she can. Again, another clown with Carrie Fisher. How many more clowns? Well, I guess quite a few more clowns are going to be hanging around images of Carrie Fisher for the next year or so. That is something that we're going to have to get used to. Anyway, let's get Craig KK away from Todd Fisher and other normal people so she can no longer... so she can no longer hurt people. Let's get this X. Can we get it? Yeah, we got it. Very good. I know, sausage fingers, but sometimes I can hit the X. Kennedy has not yet commented, okay, but presumably signed off on a statement Abrams released on Friday as the news was announced. "We desperately loved Carrie Fisher," he beamed. Of course. Finding a truly satisfying conclusion to the Skywalker saga without her eluded us. We were never going to recast or use a CG character. No, you would never use a CG character to replace Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia. Oh yeah, there was Rogue One. But other than that, no. Other legacy characters returning will be Mark Hamill, back as Luke Skywalker, despite being killed off in The Last Jedi. Luckily, we have this thing called Force Ghosts, so we can force cast all of these characters that we've destroyed, disgraced, and killed off. So, Force Ghosts, very handy narrative device, indeed. And Billy D. Williams as Lando Calrissian. Oh, yeah, scraping the bottom of the barrel. Again, that is what Ed Wood did on Plan 9 from Outer Space. He basically just walked around Hollywood and just kind of threw together as many sort of out-of-work actors and actresses as he could, including his own girlfriend, to make his movie. So this is... JJ, do you realize that? Do you realize that you're like a high-budget Ed Wood right now? I mean, this is going to be so fun. I can't wait to see that. I know. A lot of people are angry. They don't want to go see Episode 9 at all. They're not going to give it a chance. I support you in that. Don't get me wrong. I support you in boycotting Star Wars Episode 9 if that's what you want to do. I only want to see it out of some kind of perverse fascination right now. I got to see what's going to happen. Look at these two. Every picture that Kathleen Kennedy is in with another person, you realize that the other person in the film doesn't like her very much. It's awkward. Naomi Aki, Richard E. Grant, and Carrie Russell are among the newcomers to the saga, taking on as yet undisclosed roles. Well, we think Carrie Russell is probably going to be Mara Jade. If J.J. Abrams is smart, and I think J.J. Abrams is smart in a Wile E. Coyote kind of way, super genius, he is going to use every trick in the book to kind of make a fan service movie that appeals to and pleases Star Wars fans after the disaster that was Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. So I think he is going to put Mara Jade in there. It is going to be a lot of fun. Oh, see, she was great. She was really great. Look, So much better. Look at this from here to here. So much better than these terrible female characters that they have in. Wow, hey now, that's late night. Then Ray, etc. So much better. She had so much class. She had so much personality, so much sparkle. This was someone that you could really admire. If you were a woman, I mean, a powerful female character with a personality, believable. She had depth, great smile. We're lucky that we're going to get some more footage, some more footage of Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia in Episode 9. I dread how it's going to be utilized, but at the same time, I think it's a good thing that she's going to be in there. So unfortunately, Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Lupita Nyong, I don't know any of these people, Dom Hall, Gleason, Kelly Marie Tran. Hooray, Kelly Marie Tran. Aside from Kelly Marie Tran, we're going to have these people polluting the screen again. And Billie Lourd too. I'm sorry, don't like her. Episode 9, the official title for which is not yet known, will conclude the Skywalker saga until they realize that they've got nothing left, and they go back and start doing movies that take place in between episodes 3 and episode 4, starring Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. I almost said Lando Calrissian. Oh dear. Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi should be. That's inevitable. That is inevitable. The Skywalker saga will never die because it's really all there is. It's really all there is when you are Disney Lucasfilm. They're incapable of doing anything else, and they will soon learn that. Star Wars Episode 9 out December 2019. We will be there. Comic Artist Pro Secrets will be there with the Fandom Menace in tow. It is going to be a great time. Hey, want to follow me on Twitter? Okay, cool. I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. Talk to you there. Show your friends you support independent comics while showing the world who you back in the fight against the swarm with the brand new Cyberfrog t-shirt from Crypto Fashion and Comic Artist Pro Secret. Sizes come in small to 5XL, and take your choice of colors between navy blue, white, and black. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and order the Fandom Menace, Go Get Daddy's Belt, Tico, and Soilo t-shirts as well. Link is below in the description. You're going to look great. People love these shirts. They fit wonderfully. Thank you very much. Hello, potential Indiegogo backers. Hello, friends. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. I'm a comic book creator who worked for 20 years for Marvel and DC Comics on books like Green Lantern, Flash, Superman, Batman, and X-Men. But before that, I had a comic book called Cyberfrog. Now, Cyberfrog lasted from 1993 to 1998, and then it stopped when I went to go work for DC Comics. Now I want to tell the story of where Cyberfrog has been for the last 20 years. I want to write, pencil, ink a book called Cyberfrog Blood Honey that tells the story of gigantic alien hornets that come to Earth and conquer it, sending Cyberfrog into deep hibernation, where he emerges now in the year 2018 into a completely alternate reality, a new world where these hornets have taken over, devastated humanity, using human skin to make gigantic wasp hives, and harvesting human blood to make honey to feed their young. Very few humans still exist. But it's up to Cyberfrog to save what's left of humanity and turn back the damage that's been done by these wasps with his brother Salamandroid and his friend Heather Swain. I want you to help me do this. We're going to get colors by Kyle Ritter. He's a fantastic colorist, and he's going to make this book sing. I'd like this to be a 48-page one-shot prestige format, part 1 of 4. So I'm asking you to help me launch the very first Cyberfrog Blood Honey epic graphic novel. Are you in? Will you help me? I hope so. Let's get this frog jumping again. If you enjoyed this video and want to become part of this community, subscribe to this channel by clicking the laughing man face logo right on your screen. Ring the bell for notifications as well. You'll never miss a live chat. And stay tuned, another video by Comic Artist Pro Secrets is coming right up.